Advice given in the midst of a crowd is loathsome. When the cart breaks down, advice is plentiful. Nobody will give a pauper bread, but everybody will give him advice. If I had given 4pence for the advice, I bought it a groat too dear. We should never be ashamed to take advice, even from the lowly. Don't give cherries to pigs, nor advice to fools. He is bad that will not take advice, but he is 1,000 times worse who takes every advice. Do not give advice unless you have the wisdom to go with it. Teeth placed before the tongue give good advice. Himself in disgrace, he gives others free advice. I gave so much advice that hair grew on my tongue. The wise must be respected, even when the advice they give us is not suitable. A woman's advice is of little value, but he who does not take it is a fool. To succeed, consult 3 old people. Don't laugh at age. Pray to reach it. Every age wants its playthings. When we are old, all our pleasures are behind us, but when we are young, all our troubles are before us. When a lion is old, he becomes the plaything of jackals. At 20 a man will be a peacock, at 30 a lion, at 40 a camel, at 50 a serpent, at 60 a dog, at 70 a monkey, and at 80 nothing. The young should be taught, the old should be honored. A man shows in his youth what he will be in his age. On the day of victory no one is tired. Clothes when new make you swagger, when old make you ashamed. Do not ridicule the thin-bearded when you yourself have no beard. Can one start a fast with baklava in one's hand? Let everyone sweep away the snow from his own door, and not meddle with the hoarfrost on his neighbor's tiles. A man who cannot tolerate small ills can never accomplish great things. The thief is sorry that he is to be hanged, not that he is a thief. People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. There are none so deaf as those that won't hear. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed is king. The first half of life is spent in longing for the second half in regretting the first. The most wasted of all days is the day when we have not laughed. A man is no happier than he thinks himself. If you cannot catch a fish, do not blame the sea. The fox that had her tail cut off tried to entice the others to imitate her. If you call a lady a slave, she laughs, but if you call a slave, she cries. He that has a jaundiced eye sees everything yellow. Is it necessary to add acid to the lemon? The pot broken by the mother-in-law was a cracked pot. The pot broken by the daughter-in-law was a new pot. It avails nothing to be offended by the arrow instead of the archer. He does not see the speck in his own eye, but stares at the mote in another's. All the turf in the bog wouldn't warm me to him. The heaviest ear of corn is the one with its head bent low. A burden which one chooses is not felt. The would-be buyer always depreciates. A man with a sour face should not open a shop. If a man is poor and humble, even his wife and children will despise him. If he is rich and powerful, even the folk of far-off countries will praise him. Cold rice and cold tea are bearable, but cold looks and cold words are not. By one ear he hears, and by the other he dismisses. The shovel insults the poker. It will last out our time. If after us no grass grows, what does it matter to us? To ask is no sin, and to be refused is no calamity. If a man's heart be impure, all things will appear hostile to him. It is not the fault of the post that a blind man cannot see it. They know not their own defects who search for the defects of others. The tree that is cut down grows again, the moon that wanes after a time waxes again. Thus do wise men reflect and, though distressed, are not overwhelmed. If I die, I forgive you; if I recover, we shall see. The good man cannot always escape calumny. What matter if I suffer, if only my neighbor suffers too? We should think and speak well of each other. If you would call the dog to you, do not carry a stick. The sparrow says, I did not eat, therefore the parrot should not eat. There is no medicine to cure hatred. A bowl should not laugh when a calabash breaks. When one is not good oneself, one likes to talk of what is wrong with others. It is better to look from the mountain than from the dungeon. Authority brooks no partner. The strong obey when the stronger order. The horse may wish to do one thing, but he who saddles him another. Who gives the bread lays down the authority. Permission is needless to him who has the power to take without it. It is pleasant to command, be it only a herd of cattle. Where the water rules, the land submits. When the big bells ring, the little bells are not heard. He who does not know how to serve cannot know how to command. If you wish to know what a man is, place him in authority.